Hello, this is Kendall Clark from Ableton Op. Lately I've been doing a lot of drum tracking, and so I just wanted to share with you some of the troubles I've been having. I love working in live, but this workaround that I found is just getting a little bit frustrating, and let me show you why. So here you can see all my multi-mic drum takes. Apologize in advance for this crappy video. So here are all my mics. And while Ableton does not support a Logic style comping or playlist similar to Logic and Pro Tools, I did find that if you use Loop Record, you can comp takes together. So right now, after I've done all my tracking, first thing I'll do is I'll solo the room mic, which has everything in it. And if I zoom in on this clip, here you can see all my different passes similar to a playlist. And what I can do is pick out little sections at a time. So here's a phrase. I'll separate the clip. And then, sorry, let me back up. After I've done tracking everything, what I do is I select all the clips and make sure that they're all in loop mode. And then once I go in and start my comping based only on the room mic, again because it has everything and I don't want to get any time off between the different mics. So I'll pick out a phrase, split the clip, and then I can move the loop bar without changing the time, just using the up and down arrow to kind of select between the different takes in the list, and it's not, messing with the time here on whichever take is showing. Okay, so I'll go through and I'll comp essentially my whole take, splitting it up by phrases. And this works, this is okay. What's frustrating though is that after I pick all that, I have to then go to each region of each clip individually and set by hand all of the loop brackets for every clip. And as you can guess, this gets really tedious really fast, which is why I would absolutely love if we could integrate some sort of edit groups. So basically, I would imagine that working, I could select all these clips, assign them to an edit group, and then anything I do to any of the clips will automatically be done to everything else in the group. So if I'm doing my comping based only on the overhead, then everything I'm doing to this is simultaneously being done to all of these clips, and it would really cut drum comping, way down in the amount of time it takes. Again, I love Ableton, it is my favorite DAW, but this is just a really frustrating thing, and I would hate to have to go buy Logic or Pro Tools just to track drums, and then bring them back over into Ableton to work. So, some other things that would be super rad is if utilizing the warp markers also worked in the edit group. So if I came in on the kick, set a warp marker, and placed the kick drum, then it would set the warp marker at the exact same sample location and all the clips, and move the space accordingly, even though the kick transient might not be in the other microphones. That way you can utilize Live's warping algorithm without introducing any timing or phase issues. Someone responded to that suggestion that said, well, you can just bounce everything down to a stereo track and then edit it, but usually I'm doing my comping and editing before I do my mixing. So I don't really want to bounce it down because I want to be able to have control over the mix later. Cool, I guess that's all I've got for now. Hope you guys can work something out to make this an even more awesome DAW than it already is. Cheers.